Today, we're dupe glitching. Again, yes, because this isn't the same as yesterday. And we left off where we have to create an epic sword, obtain 10 greater storm core, and enter a storm cave. And we have to get all of that done because we are going to need to go to Raven's castle in order to do this dupe glitch. Now, a few things we need to do here in order to get any of these quests done. Number one, we're going to have to village one of these storm areas. That way I can enter into one of the dungeons and collect ourselves that greater storm core. The other thing is I need to kill 3 brutes, which is going to be very difficult because the best item that I have is a copper crossbow. And shout out to the comment section in the last video because you guys told me I can break these rift stations just with granite pickaxes, which is huge because I no longer need to run all the way over here just to travel to another area. Now, in order to get myself 3 brute scales, I'm going to go to the Star Wars Island. Not because I want a lightsaber, but because I know of all of these spawns for brutes over here, which means I should very easily be able to find 3 of them and get these brute scales for a gem cutter. And just like clockwork, we know exactly where one of the brutes is, which is right near the Star Wars cave entrance that you come in through. So I got a nice little grasslands cave here. I just need to glitch them out. If you guys watched my stream with Obsman, I died to a brute during that series, so I needed to make sure to do a glitch that would stop him from running towards me, kill him, and then obviously do my signature gritty on him. Now, this is just an extra glitch before we get to the duplication glitch, and it has to do with helping anybody that's struggling to get their expert mode trophies for killing brutes. All that you need to do is shoot at them with an arrow and then just run away from you. As long as they chase you, they'll run into this invisible barrier that prevents them from moving any closer to you, which means they'll just run side to side, allowing you to hit them, and the only attack that they can do is their aerial attack, which is just them shooting that toxic ball in the sky. Once you move out of the way for that, they literally can't hit you from here. So just keep moving left and right and hit your headshots and they die very quickly. Just don't forget to hit the gritty on them after you're done. I also can't even begin to explain how lucky I've gotten during this series. I don't know if any of you guys have watched all 3 episodes so far, but I get so lucky every single one of them. And right here, I found this brute right back on the beach yet again, right at that first spawner, which means I pretty much killed the exact same grasslands brute 2 times in a row in just a span of 10 to 15 minutes. I know I need to go into a dungeon here soon or fight some new bosses, so I need to grab myself some gold bars or some gold in general. So I'm at the Lost Isles to go and collect as much as I can. Okay, that was a lot of exploring actually, but we're back home at our Storm Chasers village, and now we just have to place down some of the new stuff that we got. I also completely forgot that the villagers here work on these jobs while I'm out. I don't know why I stopped using them as much as I should, but they just gave me so many materials, including some gold. 1 gold bar. Okay. So we got our epic sword done. Now we need to obtain 10 greater storm core and enter a storm area. But what I think that we'll do is we'll cover this dupe glitch because I could do this at Raven's village. I just don't have access yet. Now, today's duplication glitch is once again at Raven's tower, but it does have a few stipulations that you guys have to make sure that you guys have followed. Now, first things first, I hope that you guys watched yesterday's video and did not break Raven's tower, because if you guys did, then this isn't going to work the right way. Now, I'm talking about Raven's Tower on your mainland. That needs to be fully intact. The one that's inside of the dungeon could obviously have been broken as part of the other duplication glitch that still works. Now, 3 very important tips for this from what I've been told by people that have been doing this for over 24 hours. Number 1, you do need to destroy Raven's village inside of this dungeon. So that means breaking it with a pickaxe or bringing any sort of TNT. The second part that does make that a little bit trickier is that Raven Raven needs to stay alive. So if you guys are inside of survival mode, make sure that you turn on fly mode to make this a little bit easier. Now, the third trick is that you actually have to put double layered floors down where you just broke everything from Raven. The reason why you need to do this is because Raven is going to drop these materials that'll duplicate over and over and over again, giving you near hundreds of these every single hour. So what you're going to need to do is place down a bunch of floors that he spawns on top of that he will drop this material on. I'm not sure how necessary this is, but I'm just going to do what other players are telling me works. So now that we're set up, I want to give a huge shout out to Frey. He was the original person that shared this inside of my Discord server, and we have been eating ever since. Second shout out to my guy 33 Box Fights. He allowed me to join onto his world to go ahead and record this clip here, which is very important because my expert mode world isn't at this point yet. But when you go back into the dungeon after you've placed down your double floors and Raven is still alive, you're going to see that Eye of the Storm and Rift Crystals are spawning on the floors that you originally placed down. Not only that, but you're also going to have Essence, and occasionally you're going to have the Greater Storm Core in this area. Now, where the glitch can really get crazy is if you just continue to join and leave that dungeon over and over and over again, it'll continue to duplicate even if you don't pick up the items. So if you really want to speed run this and get hundreds of Rift Crystals and hundreds of Eye of the Storm and Essence, all that you need to do is just continuously leave and join back inside of this dungeon using the Rift, and that'll continue to spawn up even more Rift Crystals and more Eye of the Storm. Now, there's no chance all of you guys take advantage of this dupe glitch, and I'm not able to, so I have to really get to work here. I'm gonna make myself a basic glider, and I gotta start making some other things too. So not only did I enter the storm, but I also entered into the dungeon, which was another requirement. And now inside of here, I can fight some of the enemies in order to get myself that Greater Storm Core, because I can't take care of that glitch just yet. Lucky for me, all of the storm crystals were there, so I was able to get myself some Greater Storm Core, which is 4 of them, which means I have to fight all of these enemies and get all 10. Comment section hated seeing me talk about having to run so much, so I have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. I did this for you, comment section. I built myself the tiniest little aircraft that I possibly could. It's not good at all. It turns way too quick, but it'll at least get the job done. Epic having me fly 3,000 meters just to interact with something has to be a crime. And with that upgrade, we're actually able to find Raven's hideout now at level 8, which ultimately means that we could start the duplication glitch. And I hope that all of you guys are still watching up until this point, because I'm really going to throw you guys some help. So now that I'm at that point in my own expert mode world, I'm going to tell you guys a few things that I learned from this duplication glitch, because it's going to help a lot of people that maybe don't have it working properly. Inside of my world, I've never killed Raven. Now, it is pretty important. Even though earlier in the video I mentioned that you don't have to kill Raven, and in fact you want to keep Raven alive, the issue is that you are going to have to kill him at least once and then wait the 24 hours for him to respawn. The issue right now with duplications is the respawning mechanic that Epic has just doesn't work that well. So the first time that you guys go into Raven's dungeon, you are going to have to kill him in order to get him to originally drop all of the materials that were duplicating. Now, once you've killed Raven, you're going to have to wait those 24 hours, but the ingredients or the materials that you see that he drops is going to be the Rift Crystals, the Greater Storm Core, the Eye of the Storm, and 40 Essence. Again, the way that the glitch works is that every single time that you go in and out of this dungeon, he's going to drop those materials. But what I think actually happens is that Epic registers it that he died and then respawned every single time that you go in and out, which ultimately means that he's going to drop those materials every single time. So unfortunately, you do have to wait 24 hours just like I did if you guys haven't progressed this far in your world, but if you guys have, this glitch should be working perfectly fine for you. But back at my village, I'm actually able to upgrade up to level 9, which means that now I have to defeat the Storm King, and I don't know if we're just about ready for that. So tomorrow, we're gonna try to defeat the Storm King on this world using very, very basic weaponry. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace. But YouTube thinks that you're gonna like that video that's up there in the top left, and you may also want to hit that subscribe button in the top right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.